Hi Cancer, welcome to your love reading for November 2018. This is Elizabeth from channelguidance.com. Okay, so I already shuffled the decks for you. Let's go ahead and begin. This is for confirmation, but first let's get you 9 cards from this deck. This is the love reading for the sign of Cancer for November 2018. Your first card, Cancer, is the Ace of Coins. Love reading for the sign of Cancer for November. The World. Love reading for the sign of Cancer for November. The Wheel. Love reading for the sign of Cancer for November. 10 of Coins. Love reading for the sign of Cancer for November. 10 of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Cancer for November. Queen of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Cancer for November. Queen of Coins. Love reading for the sign of Cancer for November. 8 of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Cancer for November. King of Cups. Okay, what's the most important message that Cancer needs to hear about their love life for November 2018? And the message that you have is the Four of Cups. So this is a card of feeling unhappy and feeling kind of maybe bored with what's going on in your love life. This is kind of an energy of not caring anymore, feeling numb. We'll come back to this to see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. Okay, let's focus on the first 3 cards. And Cancer, if you would like to get a private reading with me, just go to my website, channelguidance.com. Okay, so let's see what you have going on. I do see 2 court cards here. And I feel like these court cards pop up everywhere in some of the other readings I've seen with other readers. There's always an earth sign and an air sign for Cancer. I'm not sure why. So you have the Ace of Coins, the World, and the Wheel. So the Ace of Coins is telling you there's an unexpected new opportunity in your love life. This could be a very unexpected person that you meet. If you're single, this is an unexpected opportunity to be happy. This is a blessing. But you also have an ending there with the World. Of course, if you're single, this could be the end of a cycle for you, the end of a cycle as far as you being single or struggling to meet someone significant. But it can just be a whole new beginning for you. The World is an ending and a new beginning. You also have the Wheel, which does show that there is significant movement around your love life. You have 2 major arcanas right away, the World and the Wheel. So for some of you, maybe that's why this is the most important message for you. If you are feeling unhappy, if you're feeling kind of bored with what's going on in your love life, unfulfilled, there could be something new that comes out of nowhere. I mean, that is your first message. And a very unexpected new opportunity where you may finally be ready to close that old chapter, the World. You may finally be able to move on to something else, to someone else. And the Wheel is saying this is going to be a positive change for you. And I feel like for many of you, there will be changes in your love life that you probably don't expect. Because, I mean, you do have the Ace of Coins. Now, in the second row here, you have the 10 of Coins, the 10 of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So, I mean, not only do you have the World is, is about endings. You also have the 2 tens right here. The 10s also represent endings. So for some of you, it could be that you're feeling maybe unhappy in a relationship because part of you knows it's time to move on. I mean, for some of you, that could be it. It won't apply to everyone, but the 10s do represent endings, and you also have the World, which represents endings. But it could also be the end of a negative cycle in your life. What you have here is you have 2 relationship cards, 2 marriage cards, lined up with an air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And as I've said, I mean, I think I mentioned this a few readings ago. I keep seeing air signs, the King or the Queen of Swords, pop up in other readings from other people for the sign of Cancer. So I feel like for many of you, you have a potential partner who is an air sign. Again, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. There's a lot of happiness around this person. You have, a happily ever after right next to their energy. I mean, because you also have, you can see it down here, I'm about to get to it, you also have an earth sign, which would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. For some of you, it could be that you can find happiness with either an air sign or an earth sign. But this this air sign has a lot of happiness next to them. You have the Ten of Coins, which is a card of long-term relationships, marriage, stability, and of course the Ten of Cups, a happily ever after. Again, marriage, children with an air sign. It could be that there is a choice to be made. And again, this can be a very unexpected choice that you're having to make, starting with the Ace of Coins. Now, in this bottom row, you have the Queen of Coins, again, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You have the Eight of Wands, and then your energy as a water sign. So I see you here with an earth sign. You know, with a very kind of unexpected opportunity. It just seems like that is a key word for you for the month of November, unexpected. You have the Ace of Coins and the Eight of Wands. These are surprises. These are things that you really don't see coming. These are things that just surprise you. The Ace of Coins, an unexpected new opportunity, either somebody new coming into your life or unexpected proposal from someone. This can even be a very kind of unexpected message, maybe from someone who is an earth sign. The Eight of Wands does represent communication that leads to a lot of excitement, like you're finally hearing from someone. If you're waiting to hear from an earth sign, I see that happening. If you're hoping for a relationship with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, I see that happening as well, because I mean, you have two long-term relationship cards, marriage cards, connected to the Queen of Swords. It just seems, you know, for the sign of Cancer, that an air sign could make you very happy, could bring you a sense of stability, but at the same time, some of you may be hearing from an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And this is, I mean, with it being the Eight of Wands, this is something maybe that you've been waiting for a long time. You've been waiting to hear from them. And this is, you know, with your energy. The Eight of Wands also does represent, you know, a very exciting development that comes out of nowhere. So for some of you, it's an earth sign, and for others, it is an air sign. Of course, it could be both. But it's just like November. So far, what I'm getting is November could bring, you know, very pleasant surprises for you. Okay, let's see what else comes up for you. What other messages are there for the sign of Cancer for November? You have the High Priestess. What other messages are there for the sign of Cancer for November? The Empress. What other messages are there for the sign of Cancer for November? The Seven of Cups. Okay, so these three cards, two major arcanas with the Seven of Cups. Some of you could be very confused. I mean, you do have two people in the spread. Let me see. One of them is under here. There are two people, an earth sign and an air sign. And I feel like for some of you, you know, it could just be an air sign that, you know, that will bring you happiness. That you could be feeling really drawn to. There's a chance for a long-term relationship or marriage. For others, it could just be an earth sign that you've been waiting to hear from. But there can also be both an air sign and an earth sign with a choice to be made. And here's the choice: the Seven of Cups, confusion. You could be torn over an air sign and an earth sign. The High Priestess has come up saying, use your intuition. I mean, the High Priestess does mean that your intuition is telling you the truth. And again, I mean, that is the main energy over here. That you may be feeling unhappy. You may be feeling unhappy. Maybe you're in a relationship with an air sign and you're feeling unfulfilled. Those feelings are telling you something. It's telling you that it's time to move on. Because remember, you do have the World over here telling you that it's time for a new cycle in your love life. It could be time for a new partner. It could be time to, maybe you have a soul contract with someone else and it's time to be in that relationship. I see a relationship here. This is a loud message, a relationship with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But also, you know, some type of development here with an earth sign. But there is confusion. I mean, I feel like you're confused about what's going on in your love life, and you do have to trust your intuition. Cancer is very intuitive. Your intuition is telling you you belong here, or your intuition is telling you you don't belong here anymore. You also have the Empress. So this is your happiness. The Empress does represent you having it all when it comes to a relationship. She represents happiness, love, marriage, children, stability, abundance, all of that. It's here if you're listening to your intuition. But for some of you, it's a little cloudy for you with the Seven of Cups. You're You're really lost. Maybe when it comes to finding this, you know, energy of having it all, you're lost. You're confused. Maybe you're feeling really emotional. Maybe you're having to let go of a relationship, because I do see two people here. Again, you follow your intuition. I feel like your heart is telling you exactly where you need to be. And again, it just seems like there's movement, there's change, but there's also the end of a cycle when it comes to your love life. Okay, let's see what the confirmation deck wants to tell you. What other messages are there for the sign of Cancer for November? You have the King of Pentacles. So again, we have more earth sign energy. What other messages are there for the sign of Cancer for November? The Star. What other messages are there for the sign of Cancer for November? The Fool. What's the most important message that Cancer needs to hear about their love life from this deck for November 2018? I mean, like, do you see the weird synchronicities here? I was just telling you that, you know, the Queen, an air sign and an earth sign keep popping up, and that's happened again in this reading. I mean, here they are. Here's earth sign, air sign. So for some of you, I mean, this is a crystal clear message that you may have you have a valid connection. Maybe this is why you're confused. If you're confused, it's not it's not you. You're not going crazy. You're not having a breakdown. There's a strong connection here with an air sign and a strong connection with an earth sign. Of course, for some of you, it could just be one. But I mean, both cards have repeated themselves. This has happened for several of the other signs as well, especially with the earth signs. I feel like earth signs will not be lonely in November, because I feel like there's a lot of people drawn to you. So let's look at what we have going on here. So again, you have the energy of an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And for some of you, I mean, this could be exactly who you want. You have the Star, which represents your hopes and wishes. But I mean, this can also be that you're feeling really drawn to an earth sign. Again, that guidance is valid for you. You have the High Priestess here telling you, use your intuition. If you're listening to your intuition, you can't go wrong. This will all lead you to the energy of the Empress, where you can have everything that you've ever wanted. But I mean, I also feel that if you've been hoping to reconnect, or you're hoping for a relationship with an earth sign, I see it there with the Star. Your hopes and wishes are being granted. You also have the Fool, which does represent a risky new beginning. So for some of you, there can be a relationship, again, that presents itself to you where it could be kind of risky, either because this person is very different from you. For some of you, it could be because the person is very different. It can even be because maybe you're in another relationship. Because I do see you, I mean, the main energy from the first deck is that you may be feeling unfulfilled and bored in another relationship. And then I see kind of unexpected surprises with the Ace of Coins being your first card, the Eight of Wands being here. This is something that comes completely out of the blue, something you've been hoping for, a surprise. It could be that you have an opportunity for a relationship with this earth sign. But there will be a huge risk that you have to take with the Fool. You'll have to take a giant leap of faith and maybe trusting this person, leaving another relationship, because you do have the World, which does represent endings. You also have the Tens here, Ten of Coins, Ten of Cups, which represent endings. Again, if you want this earth sign, you can have that relationship with the Star being here, but there would be a risk that you have to take with the Fool. And again, I mean, the main energy from the confirmation deck, an air sign, double message for you. For some of you, you're really being drawn to Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So this is a confirmation for you that maybe you can really find happiness with this air sign. I do see relationship cards here. These are also marriage cards. Again, if you're not happy where you are, it is time to move forward. You have the Four of Cups, telling me that you may be bored. Again, it's time for a new cycle with the World. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's focus on exes. I'm going to pull some cards from this deck right here, and we're going to see what comes up. Again, this is meant for those that want to reconnect with someone who is no longer in their life. This can be someone that maybe you just broke up a few days ago, weeks ago, months ago. It can even be years ago. Maybe you just want to know, is there a chance? Can we work things out? Are they still thinking of me? Let's go ahead and look into that. I'm just going to shuffle the deck, focusing on your energy. Show me the energies around Cancer and their ex. Show me the energies around Cancer and their ex. Show me the energies around Cancer and their ex. Show me the energies around Cancer and their ex. Show me the energies around Cancer and their ex. Cancer and their ex. Cancer and their ex. Show me the energies around Cancer and their ex. Okay, so let's see what comes up for you. Again, this is meant for those where this person is no longer in your life. It could also be, I've talked to the other signs about it, it could just be someone, maybe you were not in a committed relationship, maybe you were dating them, and you just want to know maybe if they're going to return. Okay, show me the energies around Cancer and their ex. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Show me the energies around Cancer and their ex. The Ten of Swords. Show me the energies around Cancer and their ex. The Devil. Show me the energies around Cancer and their ex. The Queen of Cups. Show me the energies around Cancer and their ex. The Page of Pentacles. Show me the energies around Cancer and their ex. The High Priestess. So I already see some cards that have repeated themselves here. So these are very significant for you. The cards that have repeated themselves are the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, your energy, and the High Priestess. So these are repeat cards. So let's look at this. I mean, here's the High Priestess from the 9-card spread that I did for you. I'll try to find them here. I don't want to spend too much time looking for them, but I mean, these are repeat cards. So these are trying to tell you something significant when it comes to your relationship with your ex. And here's the other one, the Ten of Pentacles. They call it Ten of Coins. It's the same card. And of course, there's your energy here. So let's take a look at this. Again, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and the Devil. So again, we're talking about somebody who's no longer in your life, and you want to know, can you reconnect? Is there a chance for you? It's very positive that you do start with the Ten of Pentacles, and it's a repeat card as well, because this does represent there's still a chance for something significant. There's still a chance for a relationship. But maybe there has to be forgiveness. I mean, you have the Ten of Swords, which does represent, you know, that something really painful happened. The Ten of Swords can represent being betrayed, lied to, stabbed in the back. Not only that, but you have the Devil, which means there can still be some very harsh feelings, maybe towards your ex, maybe the way they ended things, or maybe your ex could have very harsh feelings towards you if you ended things. There's just, you know, there's something very kind of negative here, something very difficult. Let's just phrase it like that, with the Devil. It's a major arcana that's showing there's a huge problem when it comes to reconnecting with your ex. I mean, the fact that you start with, you know, a relationship card is great, because it shows that the connection is still there. The connection is still valid, feelings are still there, but it's like someone has not yet moved on from the pain. The Ten of Swords. It could be you, or it could be your ex being unable to move on, being unable to kind of shake off, you know, that sense of betrayal, the pain. And the Devil, again, there could be very unhealthy feelings about the breakup, or you could be feeling very pessimistic maybe about getting your ex back. Now in the bottom row, it's your energy, the Queen of Cups, with the Page of Pentacles and the High Priestess. I mean, this is pretty clear. I mean, again, your energy and the High Priestess 2 times. It's like the High Priestess is telling you, look deeper. I mean, look very closely at what happened with your ex, and what do you see here? You have the Page of Pentacles in the middle of all this, and the Page of Pentacles is also a message to look deeper. He's showing you the pentacle, telling you, like, look very carefully, and what do you see? Study this. You know, I feel here that there's still a chance for many of you to reconnect with your ex. The Page also does represent communication, But it just seems like there's still something unhealthy there. There's still something like really difficult with your ex. And again, if things ended in a really painful way, like somebody cheated on someone or someone just betrayed someone, maybe someone just walked out on you, it just seems like that energy is still there. But again, so is your connection with this person. The High Priestess is saying trust your intuition, and you're gonna, in order to understand the situation with your ex, you're gonna have to look deeper. With the Page of Pentacles, you're gonna have to study what happened with your ex, why things ended the way that they did. You're gonna have to think about, can you forgive them? Can you take them back? Do you really want to? I mean, the High Priestess and the Page of Pentacles, they're asking you to do some deep inner work, because there is difficult energy up there with the Ten of Swords and the Devil. Let me get one more card for you. I feel like one more card could give us some more clarity here. What other message is there for Cancer about their ex for November 2018? Yeah, Eight of Swords, another difficult card. It could be that your ex may not know how to go about getting back into your life. They may not know how to reach out to you. The Eight of Swords is someone who is in a mental prison. This is someone that feels like their hands are tied behind their back. They feel like there's no way around a problem. Again, I mean, add this, the Eight of Swords with the Ten of Swords and the Devil. It's almost like, your ex may feel like they don't know how to fix things. They don't know how to heal things. That could be why the High Priestess is here 2 times, telling you use your intuition. Maybe if you're not hearing from someone, they may not know how to reach out to you. They may think that you won't forgive them. But again, I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is also here 2 times, which does represent either a long-term relationship, a sense of stability, or even marriage. But there's something difficult going on here. I feel like Cancer may have had a really difficult breakup with somebody, where just somebody has not been able to move on. They're still kind of, feeling really down with the Ten of Swords. You feel like you've hit rock bottom. Maybe there's a lot of dark thoughts, negative thoughts when it comes to relationships because of your ex. But again, it's hard to say with a general reading. I try to go over all the possible scenarios. It could be that your ex has not been able to move on. I mean, that very well could be the message, since I pulled an additional card and it was the Eight of Swords. This is someone that's just consumed by fear. Someone that feels that they can't do anything. They can't take any type of action because they're blocked. So if you had, if there was an angry episode with your ex, they may feel like, they can't reach out to you because you won't accept them. Again, just very difficult energy here. But I feel like someone has not been able to move on. You're being told to look at the situation with your ex very carefully. Look deeper. What do you see? And you trust your intuition. The High Priestess 2 times. This is telling you, use your intuition. If you feel like there's still a chance with your ex, then your intuition is correct. If you feel like it's like too much happened, or you feel like you can't trust them anymore, or you feel like you would be best, you would be better off just moving on, because you did have the Four of Cups as a main energy from the first spread that I did for you. If your intuition is telling you that you're unhappy and you should probably just forget about your ex, then that's what you should do. But I feel like you need to think very carefully about what happened with your ex. I don't know. There's just something very complicated here. There's something very complicated with the Page of Pentacles and the High Priestess 2 times. You're being told to look at this very carefully. And I also feel like for some of you, you could have this message of really looking at things carefully and using your intuition, because you could have a chance to get back with this person. And for some of you, yes, there can be a chance for a relationship, even for marriage. But for others, this person could also just bring more negative energy. I mean, again, with the Devil being here, this could be an unhealthy relationship. If you feel like it was an unhealthy relationship before and you're hoping they've changed, be very careful. Again, with the Page of Pentacles, study this person, study their intentions, their feelings. What do they really want from you? I just feel like there's a choice. There's a choice that you have to make. And maybe that's why you had the 2 court cards that kind of repeated themselves in a very strange way. You had the King and Queen of Pentacles. You had the air sign, kind of double message as well. I won't bring them all up here, but it's like there's 2 people, an earth sign and an air sign. And for some of you, this could be choosing between your ex and maybe somebody new. Hard to say, but again, just pay attention and listen to your intuition. Okay, Cancer, this has been your love reading for November 2018. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.